Good day. I come to you as a colonial man from the year 1776, a voice from your past, and I think you need it. It appears that people who live in the 21st century America did not get the memo. What I mean by that is, our country fought for certain rights that you're simply giving up. To illustrate this, I want to recite a portion of the Declaration of Independence. In the year 1776, we signed a declaration to England that we were going to become an independent country. We started off with a simple paragraph that said, well, basically, in the course of human events, well, it's a good thing to let the person you're breaking up with know why. So here goes. What follows is my favorite portion, and then what follows that are lots and lots of reasons, things that King George III did and the Parliament of England to bring about our eventual break with Mother England. But here's the part I really love, and I'm sure you're familiar with the very first part of it, which says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Now, most Americans are familiar with that, but what follows, I dare say, they are not. And that is the most important part. It's not just that first paragraph, for listen to what comes next. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. That, whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter it or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles, and organizing its powers in such form, as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Now, prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they've become accustomed. But when a long train of suffering and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and secure new guards for their future security. So, that's not the declaration in its entirety, but that's part that I think is most crucial to the formation of our nation. See, the Declaration wasn't just written for 1776. It still is applicable today. At these times, especially in these times, when it seems like your government has neglected you, nay, they've forgotten you. They've forgotten the very principle that the power comes from the people, and that government is to serve the people, and not the other way around. Now, the language I just recited to you may seem somewhat strange by today's standards. So, in this upcoming series on the Declaration of Independence, I'm going to explain it, line by line. Excuse me. So I hope you will stay tuned to future editions of this. Now, in the meantime, if you are so hungry for this kind of information, you'd like a book on it. Well, lucky for you, I've written a book. It's called United States History, A Disappearing Legacy by James William Brigham. Now, you could Google it. You could find it at Amazon.com or CreateSpace.com. You could find it there. But if you email me directly, I'll give you even a lower price and a better shipping rate. You can't lose, and it's a great book. It's called United States History, Our Disappearing Legacy by James William Brigham. Now, you can email me directly at constitutiontoday@gmail.com. That's constitutiontoday@gmail.com. Now, in closing, you're probably wondering, well, if you are a colonial man, where's your wig? I'll have you know this. I flipped it. That's a good one, eh? It's not so fun.